Hello, everybody. Intuition here. Thank you, as always, for making time and space for us. Today, we would like to discuss what it is that is happening in this upcoming month. Last month was all about realizing what has been getting in our way. And for many of us, realizing what has been getting in our own way, whether it be ourselves, external circumstances, family members, everything and anything in between, realizing what that is in September was very challenging for many of us, because for the first time potentially in this entire year, we are now understanding why we haven't been able to attain what it is that we've been saying and expressing that we've been wanting since potentially the beginning of the year. And so now that we've realized and recognized what it is that's getting in our way, this month, October, is all about denial. Because usually when we realize what it is that has been getting in our own way, whether again it be ourselves more than likely or external circumstances, it is hard to accept. And so October is about denying what it is that it has come to our attention, what it is that we've realized in the past month. Now it is all about being in denial and slowly coming to terms and moving into acceptance of what it is that we've been able to realize that has been challenging us and getting in our way. And so with denial comes a tinge of grief, because all denial does is suspend the feeling, the emotion that grief is. And us starting to deny and holding on to the illusion of denial, it allows us to pretend for just a little bit longer that what it is that we're seeing is not really real. It allows us just a little bit more time to potentially move out of our way enough so that we don't feel such a heavy hit of grief when we come to terms and accept what it is that we have realized in September. And so this is something that many of us, the collective, will be moving through. Denial and the upswing, so to speak, of grief. And we say upswing because denial is a suspension of feelings, a suspension of time, if you will. It holds you in a place, in a state that again allows for a stillness just long enough for a little bit more movement to change the trajectory of what is coming. But what is coming, usually, almost always after denial, is grief. And so, what it is that will be accompanying that denial is the feelings and emotions of loss. Because it is not just realizing whatever that has gotten in your way, has not allowed you to get what it is that you want. It is accepting on some of that you will not have what it is that you want in the way in which you thought you would have it. So, this month is about denial and loss. And not everybody is going to, per se, be experiencing that. Though if you are in sync, so to speak, with the rest of the collective consciousness, then on some level you will be experiencing your own level of denial, loss, and grief. However, this is only for this month, thankfully, because the next month is all about acceptance, clearing the plate completely, recharging and accepting and acknowledging what it is that you've been in denial about, so that you can move on clearly and fluidly to purging what it is that has again gotten in your way, so that it no longer is getting in your way, so that you could fulfill your destiny, whatever that is, get it what it is that you want, whatever that may be. However, this is, October, a very essential step in you getting what it is that you want. However, it is upsetting because you are moving into denial, into acceptance, and before you get into that acceptance, you have to move through the grief that you're not going to get what you want immediately in the way that you thought that you would get what it is that you were seeking to begin with. And so, this is the projection of this month and what it is, again, the collective will be experiencing. So, with that, we wish you well and to move into this with grace, because denial is never an easy thing, and grief certainly is not easy. However, when we realize that it is an essential part to have closure so that we can move on to the next step, which is acceptance, then potentially that allows us a little bit more freedom to move through the grief with more fluidity. As always, we're full of gratitude for you making time and space for us, and we wish you well and peace in this month, as many of us are going to need it. Well wishes.